Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am harvesting the last of the spring veggies, so let's get into it. So I haven't had a chance to get out in the garden that much. Last week it was raining and cold all week, so there was actually no chance to get out here. So these cucumbers are absolutely huge now because I haven't had a chance to harvest them. Look how fat that is. It's so big. It's way bigger than I normally like to pick them out. This one's gigantic too. Look at that. It's so big. This is the first or second nice day we've had in over a week, so it's nice to actually get out in the garden again and be able to do some stuff out here. I think these cucumber plants are pretty much done now. Doesn't look like there's anything new growing on them. Oh, there's some more down here. Another one. They're so big, these cucumbers. Look at that. Amazing. So I think I might pull these plants out today because I've got a few more seedlings that I've started. So I might get them in here to get them growing. These should last me until they start growing some fruit. Definitely more than enough here to keep me going. Take that baby one off there. I think there's one over there. Nice decent size. Oh my gosh, this one's huge. Look how long that is. So that's a week without picking. Look at all those. Amazing. How many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 huge cucumbers. Alright, so it's time to pick this garlic because it is flopped over and looks like it's dying. We had so much rain last week. I'm a bit worried that these aren't going to be looking too good. Hopefully they didn't rot in the pot because it rained constantly for a week straight. So let's pull these out and see what we got. Try and dig down under it. I don't even know if these are actually ready. This is the elephant garlic that I've been waiting to do something for so long. I planted these back in April. Where are we now? The end of November, so however many months that is. I actually don't think these are going to be ready, but they're not looking too good, so I'm going to dig it out and see. Okay. Bigger than I thought it was going to be. I don't know if there's any separation on those bulbs though. There might be a tiny bit. I don't know, what do you guys think? Is that ready? It's definitely sized up, which is good, but I'm not seeing much separation, so I don't know, I might dig one more out and see how we go. This one is like, at least there's no rotting from all the rain. Huge worm. This one's looking a bit better. You can see like here there's like a split, so I don't know, maybe once they dry, once they're cured, they might separate. I don't know. It's the first time I've grown, well, I grew garlic last year, but I'm a newbie at this one, so I need your advice. Is that ready? Maybe. So maybe I'll leave this one. I've got some more over there. I might leave those as well for a few more weeks, but I've got a container down there that aren't looking too good, so let's go check that out. All right, we'll see what these ones look like. Okay, these are pretty small. Obviously the drainage is not as good as in these containers as the grow bags, because it's pretty damp in here. What do we think? Don't know if it's quite ready. Might wait a few more weeks to do the rest of these. So these potatoes, they were all dying off, like you can see here. And then with all the rain and heat we've had, they've sprouted all these new leaves. So I'm worried that the potatoes that grew have re-sprouted. It's just so hot now and so much rain. Actually open the flap up on the side here and I can see a potato there. It's not rotting. So I've probably got to wait another 2 weeks for these to be at the right time to harvest them. I'm not too sure whether I should pick them today or not. I do have another 2 plastic containers over there, so maybe I will empty one of those out and see what we get. They probably need another 2 weeks of growth as well, but I'm just worried that all the rain has rotted them. There's a little bit of sprouting on those ones too, so I think I got these in a bit too late. The heat just came so fast this year. Let's empty one of those out and see what we get. I've moved down here because it is so hot out there in the sun. So we're gonna pull these potatoes out and see what's in here. Like I said, these have still got another 2 weeks of growth to go, but because it's been so hot and wet, I'm worried that the potatoes might be rotting or starting to re-sprout. This variety is Nadine. Planted these 10 weeks ago. They've died off a bit, but you can see this one's starting to re-sprout. Not as bad as those ones up there, but I thought I would tip these out and we can have a look, see what's going on. I'm not expecting them to be too big because there's still another 2 weeks of growth that they could have gotten, but they might not even be growing it because of this heat anyway. Hopefully you can't hear all the lawnmowers going at the moment because the ground's kind of dried out now because I've had so much rain, so everyone's out mowing their lawn at the moment. Okay, let's tip this out and see. All right, I'm just gonna pull these stalks out and see if anything comes up from those. Nothing. This pot's very wet. Look, lots of worms. A couple of tiny potatoes there. Not liking my chances of getting big ones because it's just so late in the season now. It's just so hot. Baby one. Oh, if we can get a couple of decent sized ones, I'll be happy. All right, I'm gonna tip this over. I can see a few there. Oh my god, look how big that worm is. That is huge. Oh gosh. There are so many worms in this bucket and I've got a bunch of, what are these? Slugs. Ew, that's so gross. Yuck. Okay. This bucket is full of worms. Oh my god. They are everywhere. I've never seen so many worms in my life. I'm gonna bring you in close to have a look at this. This is crazy. These worms are like the size of snakes. Oh my god. And snakes freak me out, so these worms are kind of freaking me out a bit. There's just billions of them. Okay, I've wrangled all the worms back into their pot. Hopefully they'll stay there until I can... Oh my gosh. They're just gigantic. Oh, they're freaking me out. Oh, there's so many of them. Oh, got away, you little shit. Anyway, we're here to get potatoes, so let's get on with that. Do these things mean they're sprouting again? So, these little worms. But, I mean, they're not too bad of a size. Oh God, there's just worms everywhere. I know they're good for the garden, but they just freak me out because they look like snakes. And I'm not a fan of snakes. And there's a lot of snakes around here. Actually a decent amount in here. I'm pretty sure I only put like 2 or 3 seed potatoes in this pot. So I'm just gonna have to try again next year to get the huge potatoes that I am after. I'm going to try a different variety as well next year. So it's not too bad of a harvest. We got about 25 potatoes, which is good. They're like pretty decent size. They're not huge, but they're edible, which is what I always seem to get. But I'm going to pop this dirt back in the soil so the worms can continue living in peace. And then I'm going to take you around the garden and show you what's growing. The rock melon's getting really big, so I'm happy about that. So let's get into that. Okay, so let's go check out the rock melon. It's getting big. Growing right here. Look how big that is now. It's probably half size now, which I'm so excited about. And look, we have another one there that has germinated, and another 2 there that have germinated. I think maybe that one up there has. So there's a few more now that the rain stopped. There's been a few more getting germinated, which is exciting. And it's pretty much covering the whole trellis now. I'm gonna have to start topping it and cutting the top off to stop it growing because it's getting a bit out of hand. Here's the sugar baby pumpkin, which is getting quite big. There's a little bit of mildew on the leaves, which I just keep cutting the leaves off when they get it. But this Powell's Jumbo rockmelon plant has not got one bit of mildew on it, which is really cool. So really happy with this variety. The mini Minnesota rockmelon, still don't have any that have germinated. It's been really slow growing and it does get a lot of mildew on it, so not overly happy with that. I don't know if it'll do too much, but we'll see. Fig trees are getting big. They're looking a bit light coloured, the leaves, so I might need to fertilise these, I think. But they're getting really big now, which is cool. And we have some eggplants. 2 of them there. And lots of flowers. So these plants are doing really well. I think there's another eggplant in there. Tons of flowers on these. Alright, I'm going to clear these cucumbers out now. So where the cucumbers were planted, I planted another 4 cucumbers, 2 of the Craig hybrid variety and 2 Market Moore variety. And I planted a bunch of beetroot and some French marigolds to help with aphid control this time for the cucumbers. Where the corn was, I ended up ripping it all out. Someone did comment on my video last week saying that they took the cobs off and new cobs grew. So I was going to leave them, but then I realized that there was no pollen left on the tassels to fertilize the cobs, so I just ripped them all out. On this side of the bed, I planted more beetroot at the front, spring onions behind those, and 3 cabbages at the back. I'm not sure how the cabbage will go in this heat. I'm not holding out much hope, so I'm going
to start some more corn from seed and have those ready to go in case the cabbage doesn't make it. If it does, I'll put the corn in some of my large grow bags. The next day I decided to pull the garlic in this container as it looked a bit dead. This one was okay, so I dug around the others, but they didn't look ready, so I left them. After seeing the garlic looking a bit more separated after drying for a day, I decided to pull these garlic too. Those little bulbs on the outside of the garlic are called corms, and they can be regrown into new garlic, but they do take 2 years. Otherwise you can eat them. I also found another garlic in here that I didn't realize was there because the top was missing. So not too bad on the garlic harvest this year. I'll definitely be trying Glen Large and Italian Pink and Italian Red next year, as they are suited to a subtropical climate. But all in all, the elephant garlic was a success in the end. Regarding the rat problem from last week's video, due to the infestation that we had, I had to do something pretty drastic, and I put a rat bait into the enclosure so that no other animals would get to it, only the rats. It seems to have worked for now. Nothing else has been destroyed in the garden, but I will be purchasing some of the big cheese traps that catch them humanely in the future. So thanks for all the people that suggested that one, and I'll let you know how they go. Thank you all so much for your kind comments about that video. It seems like a lot of you have had this problem either recently or in the past, and thank you so much for all the suggestions. Jimmy, I will definitely try the peppermint oil that you suggested once the rain stops. I have a decent list of natural things that I can try now too. So thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you again next week, if the rain ever stops.